Hey guys, Big Flamer here. Just going ahead and doing another video, just trying to knock them out. So if you just watched my previous video, actually it turns out this coin is kind of rare, especially if it's a 10. I don't think mine's a 10. I can't tell if I have a scratch or if I have just the prism of the way the hollow is. So you can see the hollow on this coin is pretty heavily prism. I don't know how hard they grade coins versus the standard cards. I mean, it looks nearly flawless. I could see this getting a guaranteed 8, maybe higher, but the 10 goes for $175 for this coin, which is crazy. Because I paid, like, if you watched that previous video, I paid like $30 for that whole pack. So lucky buy. Also, if you're new or if you've been watching, we're giving away this speed drill once we hit 50 subs. We do give giveaways quite a bit, and our giveaways get bigger as we go. So yeah, we did, you can verify that we do giveaways. This is the giveaway we'll be doing. Of course, when I mail it, it'll come in the top loader and sleeve as well. So all we're doing for this video is taking another one of my buys. This buy came with several coins. I have no idea if these coins are worth anything. These don't look quite as rare as the Alakazam coin. They're probably not even worth getting PSA rated because the way they were packaged. It's kind of funny how this one worked out. So the person sent, and I have no idea if these are worth anything. I think I've seen these on eBay a couple times, so I'll look into these later. Got a Latios, going back and forth. A Wurmpy through its evolutions. Wow, that's a lot. Got a all the evolutions of Trico. Basically dashing around. Wobbuffet and its evolution. Kyogre. Evolutions of Gardevoir. Menen, and evolutions of Whiscash. So yeah, just some little, these came in good condition. Of course, they're a little bit heftier than Pokemon cards. So the issue with sending your cards like this with no sort of, and they put like a piece of paper there, but it was just one layer thin. The issue with sending your cards in a hard plastic thing like this is they get shaken around while they're delivered, and all of the edging gets beaten and has, basically gets whiting. Ruins the whole point of buying them. I didn't pay a whole lot, so I'm not really concerned. Got a Milotic, a Latias. Of course, I'll be go ahead and I'll be sleeving all these after the video. I don't want to have to sit here and make y'all watch me sleeve every last one of these. I'm starting to get quite a few Rayquazas. This Venusaur would be an awesome pull if it wasn't absolutely, you can see all the scratches in the hollow foil. You can see scratches on the edges, some whiting on the back. Would have been an awesome pull. It's a really neat Nidoking. I've never seen this version of Nidoking, the Delta species. That's a pretty cool version of him. He's not too beat up. I don't know exactly how much the bend affects the cards. There is ways to reflatten them. It just takes a good amount of time, and I know how to do it. I just don't know if it's even worth it. I don't even know how much PSA takes to account for that bend. I'm certain they do since they take everything into account. Some neat Snorlaxes. I've never seen this Pokemon before. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool Pokemon, metal type. Decent shape. As I said, the way these were shipped, I'm not saying these are in perfect shape by any means. I'm just saying for how they were shipped, how they got here. That's pretty cool. I remember when Blaziken hit the show. Blaziken really didn't look cool, and it's basically just an overgrown chicken. But it was really neat take on Charizard. And of course, they had to have Blaziken versus Charizard in the show. I think multiple times. I think there was multiple rounds of that, of Blaziken versus Charizard. Oh, you know what, though? I was supposed to start this episode with a joke, or at least a little thought, and it's, It's how we're going to start it. We're going to try and start each show with a little each episode with a little joke or a thought of the day. So the thought of the day, sent to me by Code, who actually isn't far from our vicinity. So we let him come over here every now and then, do parts of the show or just be around. But he brought up, how awkward would it have been if Han Solo, when he was frozen, when he was captured in Episode 5, how awkward would it have been if Han Solo had a boner when he was frozen? I mean, he would have just been, one, that would have been hilarious to have watched in the movie, because the bounty hunter, I can't remember if it was Jango or Boba Fett at the time, just I know that like it's the exact same. I know it's not the exact same person, but still, the bounty hunter moved him horizontally into his ship. I mean, could you imagine, like, just a boner in the air, boner flag? Or, like, that's how he grabbed the floating casket, just grabbed Han Solo's graphited boner, or whatever you want to call that, carbonite boner, and just dragged him into the ship that way. Like, that would have been the best comeback for Han Solo, by the way, because they're not going to unfreeze him just to refreeze him. They're just going to have to deal with it. So, I mean, that would have been the best way for Han Solo to have gotten frozen. And it's not like it was a surprise to him. Everyone knew what the chamber was when he was getting into it, and like he had enough time to get like at least a chub, but he probably could have gotten a solid Han Solo boner going on. And like, not to mention like the whole process of getting him on the ship, but like, he would have been chilling in Jabba's Hutt palace the whole time. Like, there's a whole crowd down there. That's one of his trophies, man. It would have been just Han Solo just there with just a hard boner. I mean, people probably would have hung like towels or something off of it in Jabba's Hutt palace, or I don't know. I would have made use of it if I was there in the palace, but like,
Jabba the Hutt would have just had a built-in dildo on as well.
Yeah, I mean, Jabba the Hutt could have used that as like his own personal toy later on down the road. I mean, everyone could have. I mean, that was just a giant orgy Jabba the Hutt palace. So now we have a Chimchar, and this Starmie has quite a bit of damage. So that's pretty upsetting. This Snubbull came pretty well, and this Absol actually came in really good condition, despite the packaging. And I'm still learning about these Pokemon World Championship tours. We got a Jolteon, which is also Pokemon World Championships. I've seen some ones. I haven't seen the 2007 ones. Unknown, Y, Z, E, S. I remember as a kid always just trying to spell bad words while playing the game. So, beat up Ancient Mew, and it's not the misprint version, which really wouldn't have saved it that much, because it's absolutely destroyed, which is kind of funny how this card goes between people. Some people immediately sleeped it. They thought it was going to be worth a ton of money. It's worth some money now if you get PSA 10. It's worth a decent amount of money if you get PSA 10. Misprint, Ancient Mew. Yeah, and then there's the other people like this person and like me with my own personal one that just straight tore it up. And sometimes it was your buddies that got mad that you got it and they didn't, and they would take your card and beat it up. And like, yeah, no, that was a thing. So who knows what actually happened, the story of this one. It's nice that this Mew was hollow, but once again, you can see how it has all the beat-upness around the corners. I have never seen an electric Mewtwo, so that's really cool. It's the Delta species. I'm going to have to look more into this. I have no idea what that's worth. Legendary Collection Dark Blastoise, Dark Wartortle, Ditto in the form of Pikachu, Pichu. Looks like there's some claymation going on here in the end of this deck. An original fossil Raichu, not really great playable. Raichu, I don't know that edition. Detective Pikachu, which I have several of these. I think and he comes in different parts of the card, like in the show or movie. Coffee break, I never noticed that. Actually, probably the best condition card in here compared to maybe Absol's in better condition. several Pikachus, which actually Pikachu, like guessed, it is really picking up in value. Um, it's a nice diamond and pearl Pikachu, first edition jungle Pikachu, but sadly a little bit of dirt specks here and beat up. Yellow Cheeks Pikachu. And look, can someone finish up the debate in the comments on Yellow Cheeks Pikachu? So people are saying this is the misprint Pikachu because in the show and every other card he's red cheeks, but I am tracking that the Yellow Cheeks Pikachu, the original card, this one here, is the normal. The Red Cheeks Pikachu of this card is the misprint. I know it sounds weird, but they originally meant to keep what I'm tracking is Pikachu with yellow cheeks. And red cheeks just happened to be a thing from the show. So people are counting this as the misprint. I'm tracking this isn't the misprint. But let me know what you know in the comments below or what you think. That's going to be a fun debate. I'm certain people will start arguing about that. More Pikachus. I mean, man, there is a whole lot of different... Well, those are all the same. There is a whole lot of different Pikachus that they make. So once again, once we hit 50 subs, giving away this Beedrill. If you know anything about how I talk about how to ship cards, don't do it this way unless you're going to bubble it in somehow, because this is hard plastic against your cards with loose space, and it's just going to beat your card. So yeah, I'm just going to throw this away because this just serves me no purpose. Actually, the only purpose it serves me is I might take this if it fits and put it in here because, well, I don't think it fits. It doesn't fit. This box is definitely bigger. So this serves me no purpose. I'm just going to throw this away, and don't ship your cards in this. And the craziest part is when I grabbed it, it immediately just came off. So when I grabbed it from the top, luckily I sort of knew that. So like I kind of grabbed it from the bottom real quickly and let the top come undone. And yeah, so don't ship your cards in this. This is just going to damage them. Don't keep your cards in this. Sleeve your cards, put them away, and if you need to, use a binder. I don't even really think binders are that great compared to just hard top sleeving your cards. So that's it for this episode, and we're gonna try and open each episode with either a joke of the day or a fact of the day. So I really hope you like this episode. This was taking raw cards and raw dogging the cards with my bare human hands. I tried doing gloves. It didn't work out. At least that was with pulling cards out with sleeves. I guess I could have done this with gloves on. But yeah, I'm going to penny sleeve these after this. I don't want to have to make y'all sit through and watch that. But let me know what you want to see. And once I get some decisions made, I'll do my what I'm sending in for PSA episode. And we'll guess the grades from the camera. And we'll go from there. So thanks. Yeah, bye.